Hi, my name's Ivan Clements. Thank you for your purchase of the shooting ratio calculator. I created this app after I had trouble keeping track of shooting ratio on my last feature film, January 2nd, and this will help you avoid all the headaches and calculations on paper. It's a very simple app. You just put in the various figures on a daily basis and it will give you an immediate readout so you can track your shoot to make sure you're on schedule and on budget. Okay, enjoy the app and have fun on your shoot. So welcome to the shooting ratio calculator. Once you launch the app, you'll have this screen, and obviously you're going to choose whether you're shooting 16mm, 35mm, or if you're on an HD shoot. If you're on HD and you're the low end, then your worry about cost pretty much stops here. If you're at the high end, if you're shooting red or above, then HD stock is still a concern. However, for this demonstration, we're going to go with the 35mm shoot. As a lot of low budget productions, this is your gold. You run out of film stock, then your shoot is dead in the water. So you need to be able to keep a strong eye on the way that the shoot is developing and keeping an eye on your tape stock. Okay, so choose 35mm and we shall move on to the next screen. Once you've made your selection, now you're going to enter in the amount of film stock that you have, the amount of script pages that you're going to shoot, and then the amount of shooting days that you have. This is based on my last shoot where we had 100,000 feet, 95 pages of script, and a 4-week, 6-day week shoot. But yours obviously will differ. So go ahead and enter your figures. Once you've entered your variable figures, you'll be presented with this screen, which is pretty fixed. You don't need to alter it. It's just giving you the information from your previous figures. So on the figures I put in, we've got a target ratio of 11.7 to 1. That doesn't mean you have 11 takes of each shot. It just means that for every shot you have, or every minute you have on the screen, you've got almost 12 minutes of screen time to play with. Then the amount of pages per day, which in this section is represented digitally as 3.9. For those of you that know, pages are split into pages and eighths of a page. But this is a digital representation. So you pretty much, your target's going to be around about 4 pages a day. Then the amount of film stock per day, this is the maximum you should be shooting. If you shoot over this, then you're starting to get into hot water. But the next data will keep you on track. Let's move on to the next screen. This is where you're going to be entering your daily figures. This you'll get from either the camera report from the clapper loader, or the first AD, or your production manager if you're the producer. And basically, every day you're going to enter the figures as so. How many pages, how many eighths of a page was shot, the amount of footage that was shot, and the amount of wastage. And then we'll move on to actually track your figures. As you enter your daily figures, you'll then be taken to this screen, which shows you all your figures and how you're doing. And if you look at the green areas, that's where you've put your daily figures in. And then below, you'll see your actual ratio of what you're hitting. Then the key really to, just to keep your nerves under wraps, you want to be following your running average. So I wouldn't actually even bother about any of this till you hit about day 3, day 4. And then you can start to see how it's settling down. You might get some erratic figures in the first 2 or 3 days, but just, relax and see what happens day 3, day 4, day 5. And then you can start to panic if it's going off the rails. So this is a good way of keeping track on how things are going. Let's move on to the final screen. This was the screen I looked at the most
if you're particularly visually orientated, this gave me quite a nice calming reassurance as the shoot went on. You can see that we've got the average daily ratio, which is the blue smooth line that's running along the screen left to right. If you were concerned about the daily figures, you'll see that the pink line was going way above the target ratio, which is the yellow line, and then going way down below. When I got to about day 5, 6 of the shoot, I had to sit the DP and the director down and give them the reality that if they continued shooting in the manner they were, then we would run out of stock, you know, within the last week of shooting, and that would be the end of the film. They got the message, and they corrected their behavior, and we finished the shoot with some stock left, which was fantastic. Okay, that's it. I hope you enjoy Shooting Ratio Calculator. I am here on technical support. If you need any questions, just email me. Have a great shoot and hope this helps.